Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Do not go to bed until you have gone over the day 3 times in your mind. What wrong did I do? What good did I accomplish? What did I forget to do? It is better to be silent than to dispute with the ignorant. The soul of man is divided into 3 parts: intelligence, reason, and passion. Intelligence and passion are possessed by other animals, but reason by man alone. The highest goal of music is to connect one's soul to their divine nature, not entertainment. Love that shines from within cannot be darkened by obstacles of the world of consequences. The wise man should be prepared for everything that does not lie within his control. None can be free who is a slave to and ruled by his passions. The experience of life in a finite, limited body specifically for the purpose of discovering and manifesting supernatural existence. Numbers have a way of taking a man by the hand and leading him down the path of reason. If you have a wounded heart, touch it as little as you would an injured eye. There are only 2 remedies for the suffering of the soul: hope and patience. If you're asked, "What is the silence?" respond, "It is the first stone of the wisdom's temple." Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. Hate and fear breed a poison in the blood, which, if continued, affects eyes, ears, nose, and the organs of digestion. Therefore, it is not wise to hear and remember the unkind things others might say about you. Concern should drive us into action and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. You should help a man to take up a burden, but you should not help him put it back down. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth or power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. There are in woman's eyes 2 sorts of tears, the one of grief, the other of deceit. Choose always the way that seems the best. However rough it may be, custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. There is no word or action but has its echo in eternity. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. Every man has been made by God in order to acquire knowledge and contemplate. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. Friendship is one soul into bodies. Learn silence with the quiet serenity of a meditative mind. Listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. Truth is so great a perfection that if God would render himself visible to men, he would choose light for his body and truth for his soul. Wisdom, thoroughly learned, will never be forgotten. Do not even think of doing what ought not to be done. A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. Consider before acting, to avoid foolishness. It is the worthless man who speaks and acts thoughtlessly. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. Allow not sleep to close your eyes, before 3 times reflecting on your actions of the day, what deeds done well, what not, what left undone. Do not talk a little on many subjects, but much on a few. To cognize the divine essence, this is the highest purpose of soul, sent by the Creator to the earth. I would have to say the probability of us dying seems extremely high. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. When the wise man opens his mouth, the beauties of his soul present themselves to the view, like the statues in a temple. Practice restraint over the following: appetite first, as well as sleep, lust, and anger. Never trust a friend who speaks well of everyone, for he surely will flatter you as well. Dear youths, I warn you, cherish peace divine, and in your hearts lay deep these words of mine. There is a good principle which created order, light and man, and an evil principle which created chaos, darkness, and woman. Do not spend in excess like one who is careless of what is good, nor be miserly. The mean is best in every case. Remind yourself that all men assert that wisdom is the greatest good, but that there are few who strenuously seek out that greatest good.